Hey guys, it's Camus, and welcome to Chess Beauty 73. At the end of Chess Beauty 72, we left you with this position, and this is white to play and draw. So I'll give you a chance to take a look at it, see if you can figure it out. Okay, this is an ingenious study by the Platov Brothers. As you can readily see, white is in something of a dilemma here. He's down an exchange and a pawn, and worse, both of his bishops are threatened. The bishop on c1 is directly threatened by the rook and the knight, and if he tries to save that bishop, say by bishop takes h6, then rook to c7 check picks up the other bishop. So what does white do about this? Well, he sacrifices the bishop on c1 by playing bishop to f4. This prevents rook to c7 check, so it preserves the other bishop. And now the obvious move for black is knight takes f4. He could play knight to e5 here, and then after king to g8, rook to c7, bishop to e4, rook to e7, trying to stop the pawn, bishop to f5, hanging on to it, king to b5, bishop to h6, king to c6, king to f8, attacking rook, king to d6, bishop to c1, rook takes e6, bishop takes e6, knight to d3, and here white can draw either from bishop takes a3 or king to f7, knight to c1, king takes f6, and this is simply a book draw. So that's not the main line, however. That's Rybka's alternate line. Let's go back to the initial position and look at the main line. So bishop to f4, knight takes f4, as I said, is the obvious move. e7, threatening to queen. So rook to c7 is forced, attacking the bishop, of course, but pinning the pawn, preventing it from queening. And now white comes up with another good move here. Bishop to c6. Now, in this position, obviously the rook could take the bishop, but after the queening, white has a long winning line here. Actually, he's got several winning lines. I'll just speed through it so you get an idea, but basically the white queen is in a position to pick off all of black's material here, which is good. Notice the knight is gone. Now the pawn is gone. Mysterious moves by the queen, but Rybka knows best. Check. Other pawn is gone. King moves in. And the last pawn is gone. And now, after a series of adroit maneuvers, we managed to pick off the rook. And the rook is gone. Okay, so I'm sure that wasn't part of the original solution, but I was curious to see what would happen after rook takes c6. Unsurprisingly, white wins. Okay, so back to the position after bishop to c6 check, and king to b4 is the main line move, and now another surprising move from white, bishop to d7. Again, now he's threatening to queen, blocking the pin, so rook takes d7 is forced. White plays king takes h6, and now rook takes pawn is forced because the pawn will queen. But unfortunately for black, that is also stalemate. So a very ingenious drawing idea from the Platov brothers. Who were the Platov brothers? Well, they were prolific composers in the turn of the century. And Mikhail was born in 1883, died in 1938. Vasily was born in 1881, died in 1952. Together they composed over 300 studies, and they were considered at the time some of the best in the world. Lenin considered their work magnificent and praised them in public more than once. Mikhail was an engineer. One night he made an unfortunate remark about Stalin, and he was arrested the next day, sent to a labor camp. He stayed in contact with his brother for about a year and then mysteriously disappeared. No one knows what happened to him. He's presumed dead. So, once again, one of these Russian problem composers meets an untimely end. His brother, Vasily, was a doctor of medicine and did some groundbreaking research in infectious diseases, had a long career both as a doctor and as a composer and judge for problem tournaments. Let's look ahead to our next position. This is white to play and win. So good luck, and we'll see you in the next Chess Beauty. Thanks for watching.